Welcome to the Industrial Pattern Making Company Incorporated Order Entry and Job Costing Program. First, we will go into the Order Records Add and View screen. This is a sample order record that was entered into the system. You have navigation keys here for home, that goes to the beginning of the database, end goes to the end, and then next and previous. And down here you have anywhere from 0 to 2 pictures of the industrial patterns. If there is no picture, then there's a blank neutral piece of wallpaper that's displayed. These industrial pattern pictures are JPEG files that are stored in a folder that the system works with, and they are named after the SO number, which we will call shop order number. So in this case, this is shop order number 150. This picture, the file name of this picture would be 150.jpg. And if there were a picture in the second slot, it would be called 150_.jpg. And on this screen it has buttons to search by pattern number, invoice number, customer purchase order number, shop order number, requisition number, foundry, customer, and pattern maker. And there's also buttons to browse for a specific foundry, customer, or pattern maker. And this button is called Multiforms. It brings up a small data entry screen that gives you a snapshot of the current information. That's what it looks like. And if we want to print an order record, we click the print button. This is a print preview of what the printout would look like. This would be printed onto a pre-printed form. And if you want to add a new order record, you would click the Add button here. Next, we will go into the Order Records View Only screen. This is the same idea as the first, except you just view the information only. And if we click Next, you can see how the information changes. It displays different pictures of patterns with its corresponding order record. Here, this one has 2. If we click Previous, it goes back. Next, we will go into the Order Records Reports menu. We will click here to print an open order report. And to print a master list open order report, we type a character into either one of these two boxes, customer or foundry. It'll sort it by whichever one we select. And we click here to browse the open orders. This brings up a simple browse table. And to print open order cards by customer or foundry, we type in a customer or foundry in one of the two boxes. So if I type here ABC Foundry and click the button, it displays the open order record card. This will be printed onto a pre-printed card in the shop. We're going to click on Reindex Databases. This will take us to a menu that reindexes the database indexes on all the tables that the system uses. Next, we will go into Purchase Orders. This is an example of a purchase order that was entered. It has the same navigation keys as order records. There's search keys. If I click the Print button, this will print preview a purchase order printout for the current screen. And if I click Print Report, this will print a purchase order report for the current purchase order. And next we'll go into Special Materials screen. This is a simple screen that just contains the shop order number, the material description, and the cost. This is used in the job costing processing, which we will talk about in a few minutes. And on all these data entry screens, you have these general search criteria boxes. You just type in what you want to search for, then you click one of the search search keys. So if I type in shop order 151 and click search by shop order number, it brings up the special material for shop order number 151. Next, we will go into the pattern storage data entry screen. And this is a simple data entry screen to keep track of industrial pattern storage. And next, I will click on the pattern traffic button. This will take us to the industrial pattern traffic menu. And first, we'll go into the pattern traffic data entry screen. This keeps track of what industrial patterns are going in and out of the shop. And next, we will print a historical pattern traffic report by pattern number. So we'll just type in a pattern number here, click the button. Next, we will print current pattern storage inventory by customer. And next, we will print current pattern storage inventory for all customers. Next, we will go into the storage file folders data entry screen. And this just keeps track of what storage files are stored in what box numbers. Next, we will go into the employee records data entry screen. And this just keeps track of overall employee information. And we can click on print information. This will print preview an employee info report. Next, we will go into the employee benefit menu. The employee benefits section is for profit sharing among pattern makers. They either make money or lose money on a specific industrial pattern depending on how much it costs to make it and how much it sells for. First, let's click on the print individual benefit report update costing by month and year. We'll run this for January of 2009. Click proceed. And this is the monthly employee benefit report. It shows what penalties, if any, were assessed against the pattern maker, and then it would display the final net benefit. And next, let's print invoiced shop order numbers with benefit by month and year. We'll do it for January of 2009. Next, let's print invoiced shop order numbers by date range and customer. We'll do this for January 1st through April 11th of 2009. And next, we'll go into the penalty percent menu. First, we'll go into penalty percent data entry. This is a simple data entry screen that keeps track of whatever infractions were assessed against a pattern maker, such as not calling off, dependability strikes, turned in wrong shop order number. And again, this is used in conjunction with the benefit processing. Next, we'll print a penalty report. We'll do this for January 2009. Say for pattern maker number 10. And this is a simple report. It just basically sums up what's on the penalty percent data entry screen. Gives a grand total of all the strikes against the person. And next, we will go into the job costing screen. This allows us to job cost up to 10 shop order numbers at once. We will actually do 3 right now. 150, 151, 152. Then we're going to click proceed. The first one is for shop order number 150. This is the labor cost. Next comes the purchase order cost. Next comes the special material cost. Next comes the job cost summary page. Then comes the employee benefit schedule, and this sequence will repeat twice again for shop order numbers 151 and 152. Okay, this is 151. Now 152. And we can also browse the shop orders, the job cost records that are in the job cost database. Next, we will go to the View Print Job Cost Info screen. This is like the previous screen, except it lets you job cost one single shop order number. And first, it brings up a summary screen of the order, and then the labor, and the purchase orders, then the special material, then the job cost summary. Next, we will go into the Bill to Supplier Address Data Entry screen. This is a simple screen that lets us keep track of the name, address, phone number, and fax of the billing supplier, bill to suppliers. And next, we'll go into the Ship to Supplier Address screen. This is another simple data entry screen that keeps track of name and address information for ship to suppliers. Next, we will go into the Deliveries screen. I should say the deliveries menu. First, we will compose and print a delivery slip. First, we click the initialize form, and we key in our shop order number 152. And we check pattern only, pattern out for gating. Then we click process delivery slip, and this will print preview the delivery slip, which would be printed, or I should say rendered, onto a pre-printed form in the printer. Next, we will go into the delivery history screen. This is just a data entry screen that keeps track of all the delivery slips that were printed, and we can click the print button to print preview the current one. And next, we will go into the labor records menu, and we will go into add multiple labor records. Once we click the add button here, this will allow us to add up to 10 labor records for a specific pattern maker, for a specific labor date, and the information on each of the 10 lines will include shop order number, authorization code, labor hours, school hours, which is a cost for training, and then a category description. Next, we will go into the labor orders data entry screen. This is actually just a view screen for the labor orders that were entered through the first labor record screen for multiple labor records. Next, we will go into the Timecards data entry screen. This is a simple data entry screen that lets you add time card information for each pattern maker. And next, we will go into labor records employees data entry screen. This is another simple data entry screen that just lists the pattern maker's clock number, name, and the multiplier. This multiplier is used in the benefit processing part of the program. And next, we will go into the Authorization Reports menu. This is a menu that runs reports that report labor different ways. So if I type in 150 for the shop order number here, for print total hours by shop order number, it just brings up a report that looks like this. And again, if I go into print daily labor record report general, and I key in the date January 1st, 09, click proceed, it brings up a report like this. And all these reports pretty much follow the same general format. And lastly, we will go into the Archive Databases menu. This just lets you archive labor records, time card records, job costing records, and benefit records. And you can also browse the records that have been archived. Just brings up simple browsing screens. And that is it for the Industrial Pattern Making Company Incorporated order entry and job costing program.